Stretchy, stretch, stretch. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Stretchy, stretch. Why ain't this loading?
What's up, y'all? What's up? My bad. I'm sitting, Breezy. I'm sitting there talking to you, man. What's up, dog?
Oh, nothing.
It's the Beatz N Bitz Podcast. We are live for episode 9 tonight. What's up, everybody? If you watching this right now on YouTube, DJKillzown or RealGamingNews.com, we would like to thank you in advance for that. Shout out to you. Shout out to your mama and them. Shout out to your family and them. Shout out to everybody supporting the podcast thus far. I am working on putting the episodes up on SoundCloud, but we just asked if you would like and share this video on YouTube. If you're watching on DJKillzoneJones.com, please go click watch on YouTube and give us a like and a share. We're trying to make some of ourselves. But anyway, Breezy, what's up?
Not much, just tired.
Shit, you ain't the only one. You ain't the only one. My ass was up yesterday.
Right.
But we hear shit. I mean, after all the, you know what I'm saying? After all the bullshit, here we go. So yeah, man. This week, I gotta just go ahead and get this out the way. Not get it out the way, but I'm gonna go ahead and speak on it, man. Star Clipper is a big comic book shop here in St. Louis. It's getting ready to close down. Really near and dear to my heart. It's in the U City Loop. The owners have decided to close down the shop after 10 years in the U City Loop. They've been open for 25 though. And it's real, it's a real sad state of affairs. I had them on Killzown interviews last year. I got one more episode to put out. I just wanted to shout them out and show them a lot of love. All the staff over there, Fleet, Steens, and everybody else that's over there. Shout out to y'all. So we're gonna go ahead on Breezy. So this, what happened this week? Lil Wayne dropped that "Sorry for the Wait" 2, and it's fire. I'm gonna say this: the first half of it to me is fire, but the second half is kind of he get Christina Milian and what's her face? What's the chick? What's the old girl name?
Chanel.
Chanel. Yeah. You get her and all, and I'm at this point like I want this. I want the Carter 5. I mean, he killed everybody. We knew he was gonna do that, but I just want the Carter 5. Can we get the Carter 5, or can we get the Carter 5?
I think we're gonna get it, but he got to deal with whatever legal bullshit he got to deal with.
And he Ether Birdman this whole tape. Like this whole tape was basically Ether and Birdman. Like he ethered the hell out of Birdman. Like Birdman. He ethered the hell out of Birdman.
Pretty much.
Like I mean, that shit. He just every song he took a jab at Birdman. Like he was sitting there just going in on dude. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
Like how you feel about him dissing Birdman? Like we talked about it a little bit, but he actually went out there and got on the record and started dissing him.
I mean, it's wrestling.
Yeah, Breeze, I keep forgetting. You think everything is WWE with these rappers.
Well, I mean, the way I look at it is, okay, they having money issues, but Cash Money's always had money issues and issues paying
No,
their artists.
I think, you know what I'm saying? I think that it's, you know what I'm saying? It's deeper than, it's deeper than just, you know what I'm saying? It's deeper than just money. Because he said he carried them for so long and, you know, he did all of this or whatever for so long. And I feel like that, you know, when it comes to Cash Money, and like I said that, you know, what was on the second or third episode, he has carried them. Like nobody in Cash Money was
Absolutely.
able to put on as hard as Lil Wayne, and he rebirthed the brand by bringing Drake, by bringing Nicki, by bringing all them people that he got signed to the fold. You know what I'm saying? Like that like, you know what I'm saying? It just was like, you know, I'm looking at Birdman, and that's the OG, but it's kind of like you can't ditch, you know, you can't ditch your breadwinner for somebody that won't make as much or won't do as well. I don't think Young Thug, I'm sorry, no disrespect to Young Thug, you know what I'm saying? He ain't touching Wayne. He ain't touching Wayne, and he will never touch Wayne. It's just, yeah. Do you agree with what I'm saying, Breeze? Do you think Young Thug, you know what I'm saying? Do you think Young Thug can take Wayne's spot?
Whenever I hear the name Young Thug, I think of Young Thug from Texas. I don't know this new one people keep talking about, and honestly,
Well,
I really don't care. Um, but yeah, Wayne definitely carried Cash Money through these years with all of his hits and his singles, and um, obviously this mixtape is just insane. So it has everybody anxious and drooling and wanting to call the five. So when that drops, I wonder how will it compare to the mixtape? Because it would be a shame if the call to five isn't as good as the mixtape.
I think it is because he been making music with like what's my guy? Manny Fresh. He been doing music. He had a song. He said they had a song with MJ that he had in the archive, like Michael Jackson and Lil Wayne on the same song. That's, to me, that's crazy. He got music with Jay-Z after everybody said that him and Jay would never ever work together. You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean,
they,
honestly, I think it's silly for people to be like two artists who never work together because the one thing that got everybody in this business was to make money, and if money is going to present itself for an artist, especially a lot of money, they'll squash that beef to make money.
well, yeah, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Not every time. You know, that's the case because people, you know, in the rap game, people worry and, you know what I'm saying, they are concerned about their street cred. Like they don't, that's all that matters to them, and or just respect. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop has always been at its core and at its, you know, beginning.
I think
You know,
I think that was the case back in the day, but not so much anymore because most of these people ain't really.
about what they talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it's what they all doing. Truthfully, is they're entertaining us. You know, that's why I like most of the shit they do to wrestlers because they just putting on an outfit and they're going out there saying some off the wall shit, and then they'll say, "Oh, I don't like somebody in person." It's, you know, be high fiving them at a fucking beach house somewhere in Malibu. So it's like, I mean, you had one of the biggest beefs between who was it, Young Jeezy and fucking Rick Ross or
Ross.
whatever. And it's like, okay, they had a flare up at the BET Awards or some shit. Next thing you know, they on a track together, and it was like, you remember he used to be like, I never make a song with Jeezy, I never do this with Jeezy, or I never do this with corrections officer Ross and all this other shit and diss tracks left and right. And then that money
Mm-hmm.
got right, and they were like, you know what? Let's squash our beefs. Let's make this track. I got fans, you got fans. Let's let our fans cross over. You know, fist bump. You know, and just call it
Yeah,
shit a
man. But
day.
you know what though? I feel like this, and I was listening to some Pimp C. interviews earlier today, and he pretty much said that the record companies don't want them to work together because think about it, if every artist worked together, right, there would be no need for a record label because they can everybody can essentially go out, be independent. They wouldn't have to, you know what I'm saying? You know, they wouldn't have to have this big ass, beef or big ass like, feud, and they wouldn't have to, everybody would get along because everybody would be getting money.
I
So
think that's I don't know. I haven't watched what Pimp C said or whatever, but I just feel like from what you're saying, that's a silly thing to say. I mean,
no,
maybe back
no,
in
no,
the
no. I'm not
day.
saying everybody ain't gonna work with everybody, but they beefing, like he was saying, like a lot of folks just beefing just to be beefing. They don't even know what the hell they beefing for.
Yeah, I know you get
You know
some
what I'm saying?
producer
And
or some intern that says some shit about somebody to you, and then you feel a certain type of way, and then you don't directly call that person because when you do, you get somebody else at the studio or at the label, and the label says we got to get you in touch with our people and his people and everything like that. So yeah, there is like handlers and shit who say certain things about certain artists to other artists to get controversy started. But the notion of, I mean, now in today's world with the internet and shit, to say you need a label to really
yeah,
be successful.
I'm not even saying a label per se. I'm more so just saying, you know, the record companies that have artists, or even just the artists themselves, like with the whole Chief Keef and Amigos thing, they was beefing and over some he say she say, and it wasn't even a label. It was just somebody hit him or whatever because they supposed to have been cool, and then they was like, yo, they talking head about you on this track. So it just it go, even if it's by the labels or it's engineered by other people. People like to start drama to get, like you say, that controversy, and controversy does sell.
And
But if you know what I'm saying, like if people came together and worked together more, you know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
I would say, because you hear a lot of times them say, "Oh man, if I got an issue with dude, I'm gonna talk to this dude in private when I see him or whatnot." But what do they do every time? They get on their fucking phones, get on Twitter, get on Facebook, get on Instagram, and say some old boo rah 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 shit. So to me, I don't think any of it was ever serious issues. They're just saying some boo rah 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 shit. Because if they really had issues and they really gonna be about what they singing and rapping about, then they should be handling that shit in private with DMs or just getting their phone numbers and calling them.
Well,
It's
I
not like
mean,
they, it's not like ain't it? It's really not like these industry dudes don't have each other's numbers or they don't
oh
know
yeah,
some.
but I mean, sometimes, and I have to say this though, in the case of Lil Wayne and Tiger and all them, sometimes if I can hit your phone and say we don't know, what Tiger, Lil Wayne, or any of them over there, Lil Twist, or anybody said to Birdman and Slim, because the way their contract and shit is set up is they have signed their entire shit, not their entire shit, but they music. They haven't signed their entity, but they signed their music over to this man, and they get to keep everything else because the music is the vehicle in which they get their money and be able to do their thing. So you know what I'm saying, Birdman they got to have all, he gets all the money up front. Whereas an artist and label, I mean a big label, a traditional label or whatever, they don't get all them. They get they get they cut off top, then the other person get their cut. There is no system in place with Birdman because they went and apparently, according to a dude at Universal, or a dude who used to work for Universal that got the deal or whatever together. One of the guys said that you know he shook him down, and they took him and they put him in a car, and they put a bag over his head, and they took him and they put him in another car, and they took, what I'm saying, to where he couldn't find out where he was or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because he was, Birdman was so heavy in the dope game still. You know what I'm saying? They was doing the music, but they was still heavy in the dope game. They hadn't fully crossed over yet. And he pretty much said, yo, I want a distribution deal, or else I ain't doing it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And,
distribution is the way you make most of your money usually.
well, that's what I'm saying. So he getting all the bread, and Birdman don't want. He wants to push Young Thug and Rich Homie Quan. And like I say, Young Thug and Rich Homie Quan, you know what I'm saying? They ain't proved themselves yet to sell records. You know what I'm saying? They hadn't. I'm a stoner. Yeah, it done what 30 million some views, some type of way. Then done
Yeah.
some numbers, but they ain't got nothing that. And Lifestyle was the biggest song of last year, but that's a single. They got to be able to sell a whole album, a package. You know what I'm saying? They can sell out their little shows or whatever, but Lil Wayne packs arenas by his
Well,
damn self. And I just feel like, like I say, no disrespect to Birdman, put Wayne's album out. You put what's the name out? Nicki Minaj. Go ahead and put Wayne's album out, put Drake's album out, and put the rest of these motherfuckers that you got signed to the label. Put their album out. It's 20. It was an article that came out. It's 25 artists that signed to Cash Money that have no album out. And to Birdman defense, play double advocate. Some of them wasn't ready, or some of them people just what I'm saying. They didn't push as hard with them. You know what I'm saying? Their music was fire, but they just didn't push as hard with them out the gate, and they let them put their single out, and then the shit dries up because if I'm announcing the album, you know what I'm saying? I got a single that's out, and my album supposed to come out in the summer, then I gotta push it back, then I gotta push it back again. The buzz gonna go cold, you know.
not
So
even that. I mean, most of these people that are signed to labels aren't that good in the first place. Most of them are one-hit wonders. So it's
well, I
like,
mean, you got to look at you got Bow Wow on the label, you got Jay Mills who got
yeah,
his
but what
own.
Bow Wow been doing since he was Bow Wow ain't done shit really
But
since he
I'm
was
saying
a kid.
but that's what I'm saying because this is what happened. He went from Columbia, which they didn't want to put his album out. He had some good music on his mixtapes that he let go. The few songs that he had on there, because one album, had flopped. That one album had flopped. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't really push it. They didn't really push it. He was so busy beefing with Soulja Boy and balling and doing, eating off of that movie money he was getting from Like Mike and Lottery Ticket and all that, and what's the other movie, Roll Bounce and all. He was getting that movie money, so he wasn't really tripping off of getting music money. And then JD had left them pretty much at for dead over there, Arista, along with Mariah Carey and Jaquan and them, and he was still able to make hits because JD was getting in the studio with him. But when JD, he got pulled up with Mariah Carey, and then he had to fight to get his label off of Arista, off of Sony, and then get another deal. You know what I'm saying? He just, he didn't have that much time to dedicate to Bow Wow. So
I
Bow
don't
Wow
know.
said,
I think honestly it's a situation where you have a mediocre artist who gets surrounded by very talented producers and DJs and beat makers and shit, and
uh,
they give them an amazing beat to put that mediocre shit on top of, and then we think they fucking
well,
awesome, but then
no,
when they
it,
get
no,
out there on
he
their
had,
own, they
no,
fucking suck.
no. It's different. It's not a beat. Because Bow Wow had, Bow Wow had hit after hit after hit
If
after
he
hit.
was, listen,
He
this is my
just didn't
thing
have.
about this though. If, because this is something that I think speaks volumes when comparing, say, someone like a Bow Wow to Wayne. Wayne just made a mixtape. Mixtapes cost nothing. Mixtapes don't hurt artists. Mixtapes aren't owned by labels. And
Uh,
Wayne just destroyed everybody else's fucking beat. If Bow Wow wanted to stay, as Charlamagne the God says, relevant, he should have been jumping on and doing fucking mixtapes.
he
And he
was doing mixtapes, but the thing about it
can't
was
do
he
some
wasn't.
mixtapes and they sucked then.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So
Nobody checking for fucking Bow Wow on no mixtape.
well, no, I'm just saying, but because Bow Wow was not a mixtape artist, you can't go from
No, it's
making.
not even about a
No, no,
mixtape
no, no, no.
artist because
No, it's the same thing with Omarion and them when they try to start putting out mixtapes and all.
but
Like you
hold
can't
on,
put if you've been
okay,
selling millions of
answer a question
albums,
for me.
huh?
Answer a question for me.
Uh
It's a serious question.
huh.
What is the difference between an album and a mixtape other
Well,
than
see,
the
the
album
difference
being
is,
sold?
well, that's what I'm saying. The difference that they got, the Breezy, with these type of artists, you talking about cats that made pop, centrally, mostly pop records. You talking about Bow Wow, you talking about like you got Paris Hilton supposed to came out with a mixtape or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like you had all these people, and it's like they're not mixtape artists. You can't put, like Jay Mills, you can put on a mixtape because that's his lane. You know what I'm saying? But you can't put Bow Wow because he ain't ever been a mixtape artist like that. You know what I'm saying? Once you start putting your songs out like that, like you have to be phenomenal like a Wayne or a Big Sean or Big Crit or J. Cole or Kanye or somebody like that. Because if you just making the little pop records that come on, top 40, you're not gonna make it. So I feel like with the whole situation, like I said, with Wayne, was he brought all that talent on and was ready to put their albums and stuff out. And Birdman was like, okay, fuck that, nah, we gonna put your shit out because your shit is hot. Their shit is not is ground tested, and they was putting out mixtape like Gutter Gutter. Everybody shit on Gutter Gutter, but Gutter Gutter got some fire ass mixtapes without Wayne by himself. He got. I mean, if you go listen to Gutterville, Welcome to Gutterville 1 and 2, them shits was hard without Lil Wayne on the track. You know what I'm saying? Like Wayne there was a plus, but you know what I'm saying? These was the cats that got Lil Wayne into rapping in the first place.
I don't know. I've not heard of these people you're naming, this Gutter person. But all I can say is,
Jay Mills had his own. He already had a deal. He already had the mixtapes out in the streets. He already had it. All they had to do was push the start button on Jay Mills, and he would have been gone.
I guess I don't know. I mean, I kind of understand what you're saying, like how most singles don't put out mixtapes because they meant to make singles and albums and shit with the crew. But if you're gonna be a rapper, I feel like it should be within your ability to be able to put out a decent mixtape, and if you can't, then you need to fall back on your other talents, which for Bow Wow should have just been keep acting.
I mean,
like, when I think about artists and ones who've put out mixtapes, it's like all of them have done the same shit as Bow Wow, yet I feel like he getting a pass kind of sorta. Because he's Bow Wow, and nobody really took him seriously.
No. It's the fact that he was putting out consistent shit. Like, I'm not the biggest Bow Wow fan, but you know what I'm saying. If I'm riding in the car, my girl, or whoever, whatever little chick, or whatever, you go to these parties, they playing Bow Wow. They was playing Bow Wow shit. They was playing Omarion shit. They was playing B2K and all the rest of these dudes shit. So. But my thing is, when you have that much talent like Birdman does, drop these niggas shit.
Yeah, I agree.
This shit. Like,
I'm more still talking about this. I don't know. I'm kind of fixated on this Bow Wow situation.
I mean, but I'm saying even with Bow Wow, drop this shit.
Like,
don't be stingy. Drop that shit. I'm just saying. You sign up 25 artists that were at the time that you signed their ass, they was on fire. They was Yoga Flame, they was Fire Flame, and then you let that shit go cold. You supposed to.
I don't know, man.
When he signed Drake, within a year his album was out. He had already had a mixtape that Drake spent his own money on and got a Grammy nomination. They put the start button on Drake. Drake wasn't proven.
Hold on. Let me get in here, because I don't know, because I feel like Drake is a special case considering he was an actor first and had that actor money to fall on.
But see, he didn't have the actor money to fall on. Like he
had that money from Degrassi to fall on, man.
I mean, but he didn't have all. He was literally.
He didn't have like the push he got from when he joined Cash Money, but he had money to fall on to get that professional studio time. Most of the people signed ain't getting professional studio time, but with that in mind, it's like, if you're a rapper, a singer, or somebody who wants to be an artist of some sort, it's like once you get signed to the label, your grind don't stop. And I feel like a lot of these rappers that got signed, they just stop. Cause like,
no, it's not. But that's what I'm trying to explain to you, Breezy. That's not the case. Because everybody on Young Money was doing. They was all still doing. It wasn't like they broke. They still doing shows. They still putting out their mixtapes. They still hitting the road. But as far as it looks to the general public that they fell off, that they're not doing nothing. But if that label, and in this case you got Birdman who could just green light they shit and put their shit up out there, it's to me, I feel like it's to me, I just feel like he ain't on his job.
All right,
getting that shit out there. And
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me throw my 2 cents in, and I guess we can switch topics if you want, but the way I look at it is, Birdman owns you in terms of any type of cash deal you want to do, so albums, features, what
Mm-hmm.
have you. But it's like at the same in touring and shows and shit. But at the same time, nothing is stopping you from doing a mixtape.
Well,
Nothing
no,
is
I mean
stopping
they
you.
doing it, but if it's like if I'm telling you these people's names, and if you're not a diehard Cash Money
I
fan,
think it's
this is why
beyond that though. It's
no,
like
it's not beyond him, Breezy, because it's the
no, I'm talking
fact
about the
that
artist. I think it's beyond whether or not you got a push.
yeah, I mean yeah, but if they pushing it called like we just got through talking about all call about what we get ready to do, right? We gotta make it. We gotta work and bust our ass so that we can get the money. So you gotta buy ad space. You gotta buy the World Star spot. You gotta buy these
That's
different
true when
things.
it comes to
You gotta
websites,
spend
but we're
money. Yeah.
talking. It's true when it comes to websites,
No,
but
no,
we're
no.
talking about
But you gotta think with an artist. I'm telling you from an artist perspective.
from an
Like you
artist
gotta put.
perspective. You just from an artist perspective, you need to get studio time, someone to mix master your shit, and then throw your shit on YouTube.
No, but it ain't that easy though,
It
Breezy.
is
That's what I'm
that
saying.
easy.
It
Throw your
ain't
shit
that.
on YouTube.
No, I'm saying if it goes on YouTube, it don't necessarily mean it's not
Because it
that
ain't
it's
good
gonna
quality
fly.
shit.
No, it ain't necessary because I done seen some shit on YouTube that's fire. Just people ain't gravitate toward it.
Because it ain't good quality shit.
No, it ain't, but I'm saying,
You
it's
know the
people.
conversation we've always had. It's always about
Oh,
mainstream appeal, isn't it? It's mainstream appeal. Does this song appeal to the mainstream, which is the biggest audience
yeah,
it
but I'm
can appeal
saying,
to?
but if people have never heard of you, you got to spend money to
You
get them
gotta make
YouTube.
something that's mainstream appeal.
No, but it ain't that simple, Breezy.
It
I'm
is
trying to.
that
It's
simple.
not that simple.
If Rebecca
It's
Black can make a song about fucking Friday,
but Rebecca Black
Ice
came
JJ
out the
Fish can make a
ass.
fucking song and get that
Yeah.
popular. It's like, come on, these are fucking terrible fucking artists who made terrible fucking songs and got massive fucking,
Yeah, but you know what? But you know
whatnot.
what? You know what? You know what? It's not always that the folks are whack because, like, okay, look
No, I'm
at.
not saying it's just because they whack. I'm saying it because it's like I feel
But if
because
you
like in
got
this
all,
situation, I'll admit I'm not up on like how the music game and shit going. You schooling me on some of this shit, but like when I look at my YouTube subscription list and I look at all the popular shit that's been happening, whether it came from Macklemore, Mac Miller,
yeah.
MGK, and
But you
all
don't know
these
how much
people,
money. You know what I'm saying? They spend money to
they
go
spent
to the
money to
front
get in the
of the.
studio. They spent money to make a
No, no,
shitty
no,
music video
no,
in a
no, no,
fucking
no. They
thrift
spent.
shop, and then
They
next thing you
spent.
know, they popping. I feel like you
But
giving all
they
the.
pay. No, it's not. But I'm saying it's not that. It's not that easy. It's
It's
not
not,
that
you're
easy.
right. You're absolutely right. It's not
You
that easy
got
to
no.
make a
I'm saying
mainstream
like the
track.
people that you just named, they was paying for like the reason why I found about UGK, they was paying for YouTube ads for their video. They was
And you
paying
saying the
for
artist
they was
side ain't
paying
getting money?
DJ. Wait, hold, let me finish. I'll let you finish. They was paying DJs off to play their record in the club. They was paying. It's so much more that goes into. Okay, let's just throw it up on YouTube. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? It's
All right.
so.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But even still, if we're talking about these artists, these are signed people. You have your money. You've gotten your advance. Do something with your money
But
other
it
than
ain't.
buying
But
a bunch of fucking
hold on,
chains.
breeze. But it ain't all that. It's not that simple. If I gotta go out there.
If you're saying it's the money, you just got your money. If you're saying you need studio time, you
No,
got your money
but
for
it's
your
not.
studio time.
But
That's
they do that. They promote. They put the. You know what I'm saying? But if
yeah,
you
they
wasn't
still run
checking.
up. They're not making good shit.
Oh, okay. Well,
They're not making good shit.
oh, okay. All right. Well, it's almost like it's kind of like okay, Lil
This is the
Wayne.
same fucking conversation like we have about Azalea Banks. She been signed. She got dropped. She got a bunch of money. She put
Yeah,
out
but
some
I'm
shit.
saying,
They gonna get
it's
that money. Everyone
also
say her shit suck, and guess what? Everyone say her shit suck. Now she
yeah.
ain't popping, and it's the same thing with these artists. They got signed. They thought they was gonna do something. They gave them a fucking advance. They used their advance money, and they still ain't made nothing fucking popping. So they shit sucks. It's as simple as that. Make good shit. Make good shit, and you get on. Make good shit. You an artist. Your job is to make music. If you still ain't on, you ain't making good shit. It ain't you make
Well,
good shit and
and
nobody
I ain't
listen
gonna
to
say
it.
it ain't gonna good. It ain't necessarily that, cause like I said with Big Crit, he had 3 mixtapes. It took him 3 mixtapes to really catch on. And when I went back and listened to See Me on Top 1, 2, and 3 before he put out that Crit was here, that shit was hot. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But it took a long time for people to catch on to that shit. And if it's not getting thrown in their face, then they not, you know what I'm saying? Like the people you mentioned, Macklemore, MGK, Rebecca Black, Ice JJ Fitz, them people was paying for YouTube ads. They was paying folks to watch their video. Because nobody gonna listen to that shit. But I'm just saying.
And people wanted to see that ridiculous shit.
Like I'm gonna give you another example. Remember Bangs? Let me take it to the movie. That guy. That dude had the shittiest song, and nobody would have had known about him hadn't it been for the coalition. And I told them, I said, look, no, let me finish, Breezy. I told them, I said, you need to get with this dude. His song, you may think his song shitty, but he finna blow up. He ain't blown up like universally yet, but in Australia, he is the king over there in Australia. He had been in the fucking Honda ad over there. He's doing shows everywhere. He did a couple shows here last year. Like he finna put the Let Me Take You to the Movies was on MTV Jams, and that's like a 3 or 4 year old video. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people can go and have like I'll give you another example. D4L. With D4L, when they put out Bitch You Can't Do It Like Me, that song was 2 years old before they put it out. And then they came with Laffy Taffy. So, okay, the label saying, okay, Laffy Taffy, We Bet You Can't Do It Like Me is a good song, but we're going to put Laffy Taffy as the first single because it's a catchy beat. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's doing snap music. It sounds different. It's simple. Everybody can do it. Let's do the damn song. Put the song out. Then when Shorty Low got out, they put the video out. Then they turn around, shot the video for Bet You Can't Do It Like Me. Bet You Can't Do It Like Me was on Atlanta radio for 2 years before we ever heard it. So, and that was back when you had LimeWire and you had, torrents was so big, was booming. You know what I'm saying? When you had all the sites, Pirate Bay had just started up, and everybody was getting the shit free, and it was easy to get the shit.
Go back to my point, though. You're naming mainstream songs, and you're naming songs that have great crossover.
But I'm asking you time for it just you just put shit out there, and
that's
then
what I'm asking you.
Boom.
Literally, what I'm asking you, and you're proving my point right now, is if these artists want to get that mass appeal, and they want to get a huge audience and a fan base, you need to make a song that can be played mainstream. That's what you need to do. And if you need money and you've been signed, we all know you get your advance.
But
so take that and make mainstream music.
But see, this is the thing. Tiger and other artists on Young Money have said they do not get paid from Baby and Slim. Baby and Slim they go out there and do all the shit they sell. The only thing they get from Young Money is the fucking face card. They ain't got no fucking advance, Breeze. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. So they had to go out and do shows and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they had to go and get motherfuckers to get them to do shows and shit. Now they can do residencies and shit like that. That's why these cats still pulling up in Hummers and Benzes and Bentleys and all this shit, because they went and grinded in their area. Whether it be, Jay Mills in New York, like Jay Mills was responsible for helping, like, URL and all the other shit get off the ground. And, you know what I'm saying? He was getting money from that to promote that shit. And, he still, he got so much money off of that shit, he can put a mixtape out there and now and then, do shows up and down the New Jersey Turnpike and still be good. Same thing in Texas, where all the artists down there, like I said about Bun B, Pimp C, they went gold and didn't put out a mainstream hit like until Big Pimpin'. They was out 12 years before Big Pimpin', and they was selling 500,000 copies out the trunk almost. They was national. They had their video out. They came, but they toured heavy, and they put shit out that's hood classics like Pocket Full of Stones and Use Me Up and Let Me See It and what's the other song? I forget. I gotta remember my UGK. You know what I'm saying? But they was putting that shit out, and then when Big Pimpin' came out, Now the whole world watching because it's Jay-Z. But they had been grinding for 12 years up until that point, and Pimp C didn't even want to do the song. But they had a machine that had Rap-A-Lot behind them, which had Ghetto Boys and everybody else that was big in Texas, DJ Screw and everybody else was rocking with them. So you had, you know what I'm saying, you had a machine behind, you know what I'm saying, you had a machine behind them that was actually pushing them until they got to that point. But it was harder back then without the internet. And I think that it's easier, but it's harder because you got every motherfucker under the sun putting out a mixtape. You know, I could drop a mixtape right now. But I gotta be able to put the mixtape out. I gotta fight for everybody clicks and views. Then I gotta still go to the club, still pay the DJ, still, you know, hang out at the bar with the DJ and the other artists that's on, still do music with them. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that easy. So when you got a person like Birdman that's got all this fucking money and all these Jews and shit, and he only focusing on 1 to 2 artists at a time, and he primed them up like he did, we got Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was his racehorse, his blue estate for, I don't know, what, 8 years? So Lil Wayne, when he got Drake and Nicki Minaj, he was able to just put his album out in between they shit as, you know, like a little appetizer. You know what I'm saying? Carter 3 came out. Okay, he signed Drake. Drake album finna come out. All right, Drake, we got Drake. Let's go get Nicki. Boom. So then he ended up doing the Young Money thing after Nicki came out. Let's put the Young Money shit out. Let's get the album cooking. Let's get, you know, we got the Bedrock. We got the Every Girl song. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't do shit with them. They said, hey, Drake, Lil Wayne, and Nicki, all I need, fuck everybody else. If they want to get some money, they can go out here and try to get some using our face card. Tiger was able to do that, so that's why Tiger was the first person, and Lil Twist was the second person, because he had him a little following too before he signed. Lil Chucky had a following before he signed. These people wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like MMG. All of them motherfuckers on MMG had a following before Ross signed it. So it Breezy, hold on. You echoing.
Okay, my bad.
I just realized motherfuckers will be like, this shit is an echo.
My bad.
So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that gets signed to these labels, you know, MMG, whatever, G Unit, all these places, Young Money had a buzz. When they signed, they should have got their shit put out ASAP. But Birdman didn't do that. I ain't talking down on Birdman, but why let the buzz go cold when you got the motherfuckers when they red hot? You know, that's my thing. So I ended my little rant.
I think, okay. I don't know. I really don't know the music thing, but when I look at it, I guess from my point of view, and I think about really a bunch of no-name artists that I fucks with right now on YouTube's and a few other mixtape websites. It's just like, I know they ain't got no money to buy no fucking ad space, but every video they put up, 100,000+ views. I mean, I showed you the one dude who did a mixtape rapping the characters from League of Legends and anime and like Dexter's Laboratory and Cartoon Network, and that shit got over 750,000 views. And like, when I think about shit like that, it's like, damn, it has to be a combination of you talented and you putting shit out that people want to hear. But I don't know. I guess these artists just aren't artists that, well, most of the ones I guess sign the Cash Money. I don't know. It seems like every artist that signs with every label goes through shit where the label don't want to put them out and fucking stalls their progress. So maybe we should just do away with fucking labels at this point, because everybody says shit about labels.
Exactly, because if that's why I said I came up with the master plan off air, because I'm like, I'm so anti-label, and it ain't no label in particular, but it's just like I'm so anti-label, I'm so anti. Let me rub on your balls, and maybe you put my shit out when you feel like it. If my shit is hot, and I always felt like my shit is hot, I just, you know, got 300,000 on my YouTube channel, so you know what I'm saying. I didn't have to kiss no ass, I didn't have to suck no dick, I ain't had to, you know what I'm saying, lick on nobody's titties. I got the shit out the mud by my motherfucking self. I was breaking niggas' music, I said nigga, breaking motherfuckers' music, and you know what I'm saying. I didn't have to ask for shit.
Yeah.
And my shit ain't probably the best commentary, the best music, the best whatever, but shit is still up there, and I'm doing my thing, and I don't have to run up nobody's asshole. You know what I'm saying? To get them or whatever to pay attention to my ass. Fuck that. And that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck getting up with a label, signing your life away, and then them putting you on the shelf and putting somebody else out there. You know what I'm saying? That's why Azalea Banks, her ass should stay fucking independent, and
Well,
her
she
ass would
ain't
be on
good
fucking
though, so
Twitter
I don't
right
think
now.
it would matter.
No, I'm saying, but she has her fan base and niggas that came. One motherfucker came on a video the other day defending her and want to eat her out.
Oh
You know what I'm
wow.
saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All up under her coochie and everything. And you know what I'm saying? He gonna call me a coon with no motherfucking picture. I was just like, you know what? This is somebody that wants to eat her out. So, you know. Anyway, I ain't trying to keep it so raunchy. But anyway, moving on from this shit, because we didn't beat this shit up. You know what I'm saying? We didn't beat it out the frame. So anyway, Marvel has announced, they recently announced, I think this week or last week, they said that Secret Wars is getting ready to happen. And it's going to consolidate the Marvel Universe. Now, you got the Ultimate Universe and you got the 616 Universe, and basically they're going to mash them together. So that means some people in the Marvel Universe, the 616, the original Marvel Universe, is going to get murked, and some people in the Ultimate Universe is going to get murked. And we're going to have one storyline. One. So, you know what I'm saying? It got a lot of people pissed off this week. They didn't want to see certain people go. They didn't want the shit being rebooted. DC is doing a similar thing where they're getting like the Batman Beyond stories, you know, the some of the TV show shit, and then the main DC storyline, and they consolidating this shit. Now, how do you feel about them consolidating the Marvel Universe, Breezy? Go ahead.
It's Marvel. Comic books. I tell you every week, man. I miss the comic book boat. I don't know if that's a good thing or.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
doing
if we took, like, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. How would you feel if they took, let's see, if they took all the people from Call of Duty and they had one, like, they got all these different people in these different regiments and these different time periods, and they just said, look, we got these old ass people from the early Call of Duty games, some shit happens and they throw them all in one pit and they say, hey, these motherfuckers got to fight to the death. You know what I'm saying? And whoever comes out is going to be in the next Call of Duty game. Or whatever, or place your favorite franchise in there. Like, you know, whatever your favorite franchise is, just place it in there. And, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I guess that's cool. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I guess some people of other Marvel franchises would be upset if their franchise didn't win the next turn to get a movie, but
no, not the movie. I'm just saying to be in the shit period. Just to be in the shit period. Like this is basically whatever happens in this story arc. These are the people that are. It's going to be one universe. There's no longer going to be an Ultimate and a regular Marvel. There's going to be two. There's going to be one line. Same thing with DC. You're not going to have the future shit. And you know what I'm saying? People from the future, people from the past. You're going to have one consolidated storyline. Same thing with they got Earth.
I think that's a good thing though. Yeah, because like I remember talking to someone about Superman, and that shit got confusing because he's like, oh yeah, because this writer wrote something for Superman, and then that writer wrote something for Superman, so this Superman is a different Superman from this timeline, even though he has some, like, it got so fucking confusing. I was like, dude, fuck, Superman just needs to have one continuous timeline of him just evolving into Superman instead of like this different iteration or drawing of him of some dude in some story arc. I think that's good.
All
Because they
right.
could easily rearrange it in a way that tells like the
The same.
Superman, young Superman, the rise of Superman, and Superman became evil, then Superman became good again, and then Superman fought somebody he wasn't strong enough to beat, and then Superman went and lived in the sun, then Superman came out the sun and beat the guy. Like, I don't fucking know, but like, I think that's a good thing.
Hey, I'm all about it all for because I mean I actually like the separate universes because they was able to tell very different stories. Like in the Ultimate Universe, you had some shit pop off every few years where you had the Ultimate like Ultimatum where quick spoilers if you ain't read it. You had Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch get murked by these Sentinels basically, or I think it was Ultron, I forget which one, and Magneto went on a whole rampage to destroy the entire Marvel universe. He was killing everybody. He just said, you know what, I'm gonna catch everybody when they pants down, and you know what I'm saying, and they taking a leap. I'm knocking heads off. I'm gonna put everybody against each other. I'm gonna destroy everybody because you know what I'm saying. That's how I feel. Then in the regular, at the around the same time, you had in the main thing, the main Marvel universe, you had Civil War, where that it was something that happened, and then all the government called for all of the world governments called for every superhero to reveal their secret identity and come work for the government, or be hunted down, jailed, or killed or eliminated by the government. So and they had Shield or whatever. So and they getting ready, you know what I'm saying, to do that in Captain America 3. But you had very different storylines where you had, the Avengers, kicking ass and shit was good and everything in the regular thing, and they had to like spruce it up. But in Ultimates, they was, motherfuckers was dying every left and right. People was getting knocked off left and right. Some people came back, some people died and stayed dead left and right. They wasn't pulling on punches. Like every issue was like you was closer to the edge because it was some shit that was popping off. So but I agree with you because now you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have people that make it from the regular Marvel universe. This Iron Man may not make it. The Ultimate Iron Man may not make it in the Ultimate universe, or whoever. You know what I'm saying? The regular Iron Man not make it or whatever in this one unified universe. So I think it's going to be a good thing. It's a lot of people that's pissed off, and a lot of people are going to be pissed off if their favorite character gets killed off. But it's Marvel. They might bring folks back. It is what it is. Anyway, moving on to the next topic. Nintendo is ending their Club Nintendo program. So, and in Club Nintendo, folks, if you just not getting a Wii or 3DS or whatever, you basically, when you bought a game, it was their loyalty program. You took the code out of the game, you registered it online, and you got Club Nintendo points to get free games and get a part of promotions and shit. Breezy, you echoing again, bro. And you know what I'm saying? So you got free shit for buying Nintendo games, basically. So now they're ending it, and apparently they might get it replaced. You still echoing, bro.
I'm trying to fix it. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
You ain't got no headphones in. That's what it is.
Yeah, but what
There
about
you go.
now?
It's a little bit. Might need to turn your volume down. So yeah, I feel like you know what I'm saying that Club Nintendo was good, but they just need to put better games on there. You know what I'm saying, or more titles on there. They didn't really put a whole lot on there, and I feel like people got fed up, or they couldn't get the licensing, and it's like if you can't get the licensing, don't offer this service to people. If you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna be able to update it with good content. It's the same argument we had with PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live or whatever. It's kind of the same thing. So I don't know about how I feel about it being ended because I just got up on board. But Breezy, how you feel about it?
It's Nintendo.
Yeah, that's just.
I mean, it's Nintendo. What do you want me to say? I mean, I don't own a Wii. I don't own a Wii U either. I mean, it sounds like it was one of those things that rewarded a lot of people who bought a lot of Nintendo shit.
Hmm.
But I mean, you know, it's like I don't know. I mean, I guess it sucks for those who bought a lot of Nintendo shit and were able to get free games. But if you got money to buy a bunch of Nintendo shit, to just keep buying a bunch of Nintendo shit, I don't really see the negative in it, really.
Hmm. All right. So our next topic, the Apex 2015 organizer, one of the guys steps down. Uh, whatchamacallit, due to
No,
due to
no.
harassing
Oh God.
he was accused of being of harassing somebody, and he just stepped down and somebody else uh jumped in his spot, and the Smash Brother tournament is still going to go down. So um nobody nobody contested that he did or didn't, and I don't understand. Like I hadn't seen what was going on about the whole harassment thing. Like it's a lot to go through if you go up on the Smash Brothers Reddit or Smash boards or whatever. Um, it's what I'm saying. I don't know what's really going on, but he's basically been accused of sexual harassment, and nobody's really contesting it. I don't know where it is. Either it's online or it's in person. Like I said, it's a lot of crap that went down on this forum. So
I actually took the time out today and I read through that whole fucking thing, both of them, because the dude's first post is up there, and then his girlfriend's post is up there, and
uh-huh.
all this shit they link to is just really him being a dick with a story of hearsay from a story. None of them really provide evidence to him sexually harassing somebody, although they say, oh man, it happened in person, it happened at the event, we got a tons of other people that saw it, they vouch for it. And it's like, well, where are these other people? Where's this concrete proof? Where's the video of it? Did the other people overhear it? And it's like, you don't see any of it. And then what you do have is screenshots of him talking to people either via Facebook or like Skype messages where he's clearly trying to organize the event and being a dick about it and not pulling his weight. There
Mhm.
was some comments about the dude's girlfriend who was trans, like becoming was a man and became a girl, and he made the offhand comment of he likes chicks with dicks, which is which the person took offense to it. You can say that's a form of sexual harassment, but in my opinion, I would count that up as an offhanded comment not meant to offend, but I'm not the person that was, you know what I mean? It's sort of like
Doing it,
you have a
yeah.
friend. It's like the way I see it is you sort of have a friend who has small tits, like a girl with small tits, and you're like, yo, I like big titties. And she's like, oh, well, damn, tell me how you really feel, you know? So that's how I looked at that conversation, exchange between the messages. But none of the sexual harassment shit, other than that one, I could say, has been proven. And like every fucking website has been running this fucking title of this dude is sexually harassing people. And it's pissing me the fuck off because we just had the same issue not even 4 months ago with a female dev doing this, a female person in the game development scene doing the exact same shit. And nobody wrote a goddamn thing from the
Mm,
main gaming websites. But here
mm,
we go. Here's a dude,
mm.
and he is not even any concrete evidence. Fucking hearsay, high school bullshit, and every fucking website is writing about it. I'm talking about you, Kotaku. I'm talking about you,
So,
GameSpot. Even though
so,
GameSpot was
boom, 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 boom.
pretty. I think the
Oh,
GameSpot one, if I remember right, they just had it in the headline, but they didn't like go into detail in it the way Kotaku
oh.
fucking tried. But it's just like enough of the bullshit. It's like you don't have any proof. None of you sat down and talked to every person at the event, even though that would be incredibly difficult to do. There's thousands of people there, but none of you talked to the parties involved. None of you talked to the The people claim to he sexually harassed or whatnot. And the one thing I managed to find that was like a simulation of what he said, which is kind of it gives you context of the situation. Basically, the context of the situation, there was a 14-year-old girl that playing Smash. And they were talking, having a conversation, and somewhere along the line he said something like, I'd go pedo for you, which is a very serious statement to make, okay? Because pedophilia usually involves some type of sexual interaction with a minor. Very serious statement. But there's no evidence of this. There's none. This is a hearsay type thing. And they literally have just publicly destroyed this dude over some fucking hearsay with no proof. This is damn near the equivalent to me of the Bill Cosby shit. Bunch of motherfuckers come forward saying he did this, none of them got proof, and it's years fucking later. And they say he's been doing this for years. If that's the fucking case, why y'all want to say something now? Why y'all want to say something now about this shit? Like, why you want to wait till now? In all honesty, the way I look at the situation, he was an asshole. No doubt about it. He was an asshole. If you read some of the conversations they've had with other people where he's interacting with people talking about streaming shit and trying to get the contests and stuff together and organizing shit, he's a dick. He doesn't know how to like really talk to people. However, that does not give people the right to go and start condemning him for shit that you have no evidence on. If you want to write an article saying this dude's a dick and he stepped down because of being a dick, go ahead, have at it. You got your proof for that. But don't say this dude stepped down because of sexual harassment claims. Because I can make sexual harassment claims against every fucking body on the fucking planet, and I don't know none of y'all really. And it ain't that hard to fucking do. And it infuriates me more so that we have a case with hardcore evidence with the person admitting to the shit that they did in their own chat logs, and nobody writes a fucking article about it. But here we have fucking hearsay, no chat logs proving the shit he said, other than the one comment made to the transsexual girl guy, or however that goes. I never get that shit right. And that's not even the one they talk about in their articles. They talk about the shit with this 14-year-old girl that could or could not have happened. And it boggles my fucking mind. It boggles my fucking mind. It's like, what the fuck has games media turned into where nobody wants to do any investigating? I just feel like making a website and just writing all types of crazy shit about every fucking journalist and every fucking game company, because who gives a shit about facts, people? Zero facts fucking given today. Done.
Well, you just eat at that, Breezy. So we're going to go ahead on and move on to another controversy. The New England Patriots in the Deflategate. Now, there's a lot of people out there that are Patriots fans. I'm not a Patriots fan. I have never been a Patriots fan. Never been a Patriots fan. And they cheated. They were accused of cheating back in 2003 when they played the St. Louis Rams.
Oh, they got convicted of that.
Well, didn't nothing happen to them.
They got paid a fine.
Well, they cheated because they recorded a practice, which they should have, to me, they should have got disqualified in the Super Bowl. And they should be disqualified now and let the Packers play the Colts.
I don't think they should be disqualified.
No, I fuck that, Breezy. Because if you're going to cheat, you're going to deflate the balls, you're going to record practices and shit. Same thing with the Saints. They bugged the room. Whoever they was playing in the Super Bowl, I forgot. Because, you know what I'm saying, nobody, 2 is not a winner and 3 nobody remembers. It's the point I'm making is, if you cheat, your ass should get in trouble. Because in college sports, in high school sports, if motherfuckers get caught cheating, that's their ass. That's the team ass. You get the game gets stopped. The person gets awarded the victory, and you just look like a cheater. Now it's encouraging cheating across the board for everybody if they get off or get away with this bullshit.
Most likely what's going.
Okay. No, go ahead, Breeze. Go ahead.
Most like, I mean, they got caught up doing this early in the year, and they paid a fine of, I think it was like, it was thousands. It was over 10,000 worth in fines. But I know cheating is not something that, is accepted. Nobody should be cheating on anything, really. But at the end of the day, Green Bay's defense wasn't nowhere to be found. I'm sorry. You could say they were better able to pass the ball because it was deflated and whatnot, but guess what? When he threw that deflated ball, someone could have intercepted it, etc. That defense wasn't there. If you want to have it fair, have them play another game, and I have a strong feeling the Patriots are going to beat their ass again because that defense was not there. I watched the entire game after this deflate thing happened because I ended up missing it. I was programming shit. And I watched that game, and it was like, their defense was nowhere to be found in Green Bay. Green Bay's defense wasn't nowhere to be found.
But still, it's the fact that they cheated in checking these fucking balls. I don't give a fuck.
It sucks, but dude, the defense wasn't there.
But I don't give a fuck about that, Breezy. It's the fact that if you came in that motherfucker cheating, they should get penalized. They don't get it. Fuck all the other shit. That even if Green Bay did lose, fuck that shit because they cheated. It doesn't matter. If you cheat, you should get punished.
I'm not saying they shouldn't be punished. They should absolutely be punished. They should pay a hefty fine.
Fuck that fine. No, fuck a fine because that ain't gonna do shit. They all got money. They can forfeit that motherfucking game. Fuck that bullshit.
We won't forfeit the Super Bowl. All that shit printed up.
No, fuck that shit. Fuck them, cause they need to learn their fucking lesson, cause it teaches everybody else out there. Every other team, it pretty much says, hey, you can cheat and get the fuck away with it.
I'm gonna tell you why they won't do that. They wouldn't do that because so many people have bought so many fucking tickets for both these fucking teams.
Fuck that. I don't know. Look, I understand. I knew you was gonna say that shit, but fuck it. Because if anybody else cheats in college or in fucking high school or grade school, the whole team suffers. If they find out if you got a motherfucker that's playing,
this is more
shouldn't be playing. No, but fuck all that shit, because people buy tickets for them fucking bowl games and shit too. And if they find out a motherfucker wasn't eligible, their whole team gets in trouble. The game gets stopped. I've seen it with my own eyes, not in a college game, because they ain't stupid. They had that shit happen once every blue moon because a motherfucker don't say shit. And if they able to prove that they didn't know that the person wasn't eligible, then the team don't get docked. But if they do, they get disqualified. But I've seen in many high school and you know what I'm saying, high school games.
I've seen it too. They forfeit the game, but I don't think it'll happen on this level.
They need to forfeit that shit. Fuck all that money. It ain't shit to change a fucking ticket. It ain't shit to change a fucking ticket. It ain't shit to change a fucking t-shirt, because they had them shits ready to go. They got hundreds of thousands of t-shirts.
The reason it's a bigger deal than it is with the high school games.
No, I understand that. Just because of the money. But fuck all that, Breezy, because...
Yeah, but you got hundreds of thousands of Patriots
I don't give a fuck.
Who done bought fucking tickets, and what are they going to do? Just hand them to the Green Bay teams?
Exactly. Fuck them.
Oh my God, you'd get a fucking massive fucking revolt.
Fuck them then. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I guarantee, like I say, they fucking cheated. This ain't the first time that they did this shit and got away. It's the third fucking time. You said they cheated with the Rams. They cheated like earlier with this bullshit, and they did this shit again. They need the 3 strikes and you're motherfucking out. Sorry, get the fuck on. You cheated. You should get pulled off. Because if it was any other motherfucking team, they've been all up their asshole looking for them motherfuckers to stop. They let the Saints let the Saints slide with their shit. I feel like the Saints should have got their shit taken away from them, because if you're gonna bug the fucking opponent's skybox for them to hear the fucking plays, then your ass need to lose. I don't give a fuck about you winning or you losing. If you
That's
cheat,
slightly different though, but okay.
no, but I'm saying it's still the same shit.
I
You
mean,
are creating a disadvantage for the other team. If
cheating.
that's
Wait. Cheating is cheating. We agree cheating is cheating. But there's a difference in knowing your plays and then your defense not showing up.
no, but you got deflated balls. So if I'm throwing, I can throw
Even
a
if it's
pass.
deflated balls, you still have an opportunity to cause a fumble, get an interception,
Yeah,
run the
but
field on fucking kickbacks and everything else. They defense didn't show up. That's why nobody's really contesting it. I mean, if this was a game like 21-17 or some shit, yeah, they probably replay right now. But because it's not, it was just like Green Bay didn't show the fuck up. So it's like, what are they gonna do? Have them run it back? Because it's like your
they
defense had
should.
every opportunity to stop. I mean, I
I
agree they
look.
should run
I
it
don't
back.
look. They should run it back because I don't. I care nothing about the technicalities of shoulda, woulda, coulda, or whatever. All I care about is what's fair. And what's
Because a
fair
lot of
is
people, I can
they
tell you
need
right
to
now, a
run
lot
that
of
back.
people look at it like, all right, well, we used an overinflated basketball or some shit in the game, and all we did was layups while everybody else tried to shoot threes, and that shit banged off the rim hard as fuck. But you weren't causing turnovers, and you weren't stopping me from penetrating the paint. So it's like, what you want to do? Your defense weren't there, son. I don't know. I agree
Yeah.
they should run it back though.
Run it back and keep it pushing. Because that's just how I look at it. At the end of the day, they should run it back, and they should what you call it, and they should run it back. And not only should they run it back, they what you call it, they should run it back, and then they should let them play again, and then they should what I'm saying, see what happens there. I don't care nothing about if you're a Patriot fan, you can hit me up. My number is 314-680-0175. You can email me, DJKillzoneJones.com. DJKillzoneJones@gmail.com. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it moving.
Yeah.
Anyway, look. I think that's what. Hold on. Batman versus Superman might be broken up into two parts. How you love that, Breezy? And the first one's supposed to come out in October. How you love that?
After watching The Hobbit,
Oh,
Battle of Five Armies,
oh.
I am kind of annoyed with Hollywood doing shit like this, even though the Battle of Five Armies is the only film I've seen that did that. If they can end the movie on a low point and then it goes back into a high point instead of ending it on a cliffhanger to get you in to see the second part, I'm all for it. But if they don't, then you will hear me rage.
Yep, I'm pretty much on the same boat with you, Breezy. They need to make it twerk, and they need to make it make sense and make it exciting, and not just reel everybody in for the kill. So, Pokken, the Pokemon Tekken tournament game. They had a demo of it today. I don't know. Did you see it, Breezy?
No.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just tell y'all about it. From the looks of it, the game looks really, 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 really fun. I had to play it in action, but they had Pikachu, Suicune, Lucario, Machamp, Roselia, and somebody else today on the stream. They did with my man. What's the Harada? Harada did a thing with Harada today, and was it Harada? It's not Harada. Is it Harada for Tekken?
No idea.
Let me see real quick. I gotta make sure. But yeah, they did the stream today for the game, and I'm actually kind of pumped. I hope it actually is. Yeah, it is Harada. I hope it is a dope game. I hope it is they actually let us fight. and not not make it be like a RPG too much. You know what I'm saying? I hope they actually let us do our thing
Right.
and fight with the Pokemon. Um, but it looks, for the looks of it, it kind of does look like that. But I don't know. So we'll have to find out. We'll have to see later on. But yeah, Pokemon looks pretty good. Um, uh, anything else you want to talk about, Breezy?
Nah, I'm pretty much done, man.
All right. Well, yeah, this is your boy DJ Killzown Jones, Breezy. We hope y'all enjoyed yourself for this week episode of Beatz N Bitz Podcast. If you want to be on the show, please message your boy prior to the show. Y'all can email me at djkillzonejones@gmail.com, and I'll give you the information there. Or you can add me on Google Plus at DJ, or capital DJ KILLZOWN space Jones. And add that account. I got two accounts, but add that one with the space in it with the Jones. And y'all can add me up there, and I will add y'all into the call. We do a pre-show at 8:30 Central, 9:30 Pacific time. We didn't do one this week, but we're gonna try to get back next week. I had a lot of stuff I had to take care of beforehand, so uh, we hope y'all enjoyed the show. As always, make sure y'all, if y'all watching this on YouTube, make sure y'all like, leave a comment, make sure y'all share, make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel. Breezy will have his YouTube channel, back up and running soon for y'all and his upcoming projects and stuff. Make sure y'all hit me up Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, DJ Killzone Jones. Um, Spaces in between DJ Killzone Jones. Y'all can look me up on there. And if you're on SoundCloud, make sure y'all like this and repost this so all your friends can see it. And we in the process of putting the episodes on the SoundCloud for y'all. We got the first 4 episodes up there. So, yeah, we hope y'all enjoyed the show. We'll be back next week at 9 p.m. With another episode of the Beatz N Bitz Podcast. And we out of here, y'all. Peace.
Y'all.